Hey YouTube, it's Cape Calcutta. I'm working on the Ford F-100 Lightning project, the 5.4 supercharged drivetrain in a 1957 Ford F-100. Today, I get the plasma cutter recently, the Hobart 250 CI. Well, today I cut it out the firewall. I'm not sure what I'm going to do about the hood hinges, so I cut around them to see if I can attach them. I might have to continue to cut right here, all this out. I was trying to save this area because this is where the doors mount. We'll see. I cutted the dashboard. Some areas of this cab were really good shape. The cab has gone downhill since I've owned it a lot, but I hated cutting this dash because it was in such nice shape. I thought about cutting it so I could mount it on my garage wall, but it was just too much of a pain, too many obstacles to cut around stuff, so I have to chop it up in pieces. And then I got the floor out. Oh, the floor, what a pain in the butt the floor was to get out. I kept on trying to yank it up, and it was getting caught on these bolts over here, and I had cut up against that cross member right there in the back, and it would not release from there. So I had to come about 4 inches in and cut along. There was like a line in the floor, and I cut along that and finally got it free. So I'll trim that back to that back brace. I got to flip it up on its side. Now that it's flimsy and stuff, I got to flip it up on its side and notch out where I want it, and do some notching under here too. I'm gonna have to probably get this dash from underneath. Will probably make it easier. I have to watch out for the glass. I don't want to burn the glass at all. But here's the floor. Piece of the dash is right there. There's the firewall. The firewall was in good shape. Hated cutting it out. Wish I could have cut it better on the seams, so I could have cleaned her up a little and possibly found a buyer for it. My floor in the bed, it was bad when I got it, but today I stepped on it and fell right to the ground. Luckily I didn't hit anything on the way down and hurt myself. I had to thank for that. I had to look upstairs and say thank you, because they could have hurt bad. Could have really did some damage. And but the floors, I was cutting the floor out anyways, but it just shows you how yucky it was. I fell right through it. And then it made me question the floor as to use it as leverage trying to pick the cab up. This cab is kind of a little wedged in here. I'm here by myself. I live alone. I'm doing this project by myself, and I'm like, how am I going to get the cab out of here? A friend of mine, Dre, was over here and helped me put it in here, but he's just started a new garage again with another guy. This time he's got a lift in the garage, and so I can't call him away while he's working. He's the only mechanic on the site. All the other guys are tire technicians. I don't even know. It was a tire shop relocated. My buddy owns a tire shop. He relocated to I think a 4-bay garage with a car lift, and Dre went over there doing mechanic work. But the other camera's dead. You charge it up, you unplug it, the battery dies even though the camera's not on. So every time I go for the camera, it's dead, so I have to use my phone here. But I'm making this video for myself also. I'll show you. This is where I cut it in from the inside and use the stand on the plasma cutter to get away from the edges. Eventually I took the stand off and was cutting it with the tip, and even putting the tip down on the metal and cutting, and it didn't mess up my tip at all. I guess you have to watch out for slag, I guess, throwing up back on the tip and blowing it out or something, but I was very lucky none of that happened, even though I had all this rust. The tip does have to be cleaned. I wire brush it again, but I ordered 5 tips and electrodes off of eBay for $20 from Hobart. A guy on eBay had Hobart brand. Oh, there's my other hat. I wore safety goggles and gloves and stuff. My hands were getting burnt up from the slag that was flying off of it. I got a long sleeve shirt on. I'm dying. It was 90 today in Florida, and I wore eye protection. I didn't wear tinted eye protection. I wore just some safety goggles that suck to your face. I took them off when I was cutting the dash, and sure enough, a piece landed on my eyelid. Quick enough, it was lucky, quick enough to close my eyes, and in time for it to hit my eyelid. It didn't scar it or anything, but it was sure hard. I went inside and thought I was going to see some kind of little blister scar or something like that. I put a wet rag on it, and there was nothing there. It was just irritated from the heat. I was very lucky that it didn't go in my eyeball. You got to watch out. Safety first or whatever. And that was my own error. I took them off, and I climbed back inside here, and I didn't put them on. They were on top of my head. And so, Cape Cod Cuda signing out. I just wanted to show you an update. And wow, starting to have a little second thoughts on this project, on this cab and stuff, because it did go downhill. If you remember when I first got it, the roof line wasn't rusted. Neither was this spot right here. So it has gone downhill. And so now I got the plasma cutter. I got to buy a welder, and I'm probably gonna have to do some rot repair. I hate rot. And I was wanting to keep the patina on it, but I don't know. I was starting to think about doing a satin clear coat on it, so I didn't have to paint it. I like the patina. I like it. I like that it looks like an old truck. But if it's gonna rot away on me, then I might have to paint it. And if I do, it's gonna probably be a Rust-Oleum paint job. So I got about $4,000 into this project so far, and that's not counting buying the plasma cutter. So, Cape Cod Cuda signing out. Thanks for watching. Stay small, keep it all.